Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're actually going to be talking about Ripple XRP and also Bitcoin, as we do range into the Q4 cycle. As you guys already know, Q4 is monumental for a lot of these altcoins, and XRP is one of those altcoins that loves to run last. And when it runs last, guess what ends up happening, right? We get that massive blow off top event on XRP. And that is exactly why I think that we could see these major high targets. Now, I'm just going to say it right now. A lot of people are saying $28 XRP now. I'm not saying that I was the first one to say it. I'm just saying I went off of the September lows to the Q4 topping points, and $28 seems fairly realistic if we could see a major blow off top event on Bitcoin as well. So I'm not saying that these are guaranteed price targets. I'm just saying this is a lot of things that could actually account for that major run. Now, overall, before we jump into this video, I just want to ask if you guys are an XRP holder, what is your target points for XRP's topping points by the end of this bull run? Also, if you guys are an XRP holder and you guys haven't subscribed already, definitely hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on, and also leave a like on this video. I think that we could easily smash 300 likes on this video. So guys, definitely hit that like button if you guys do enjoy daily crypto content. So overall, when we're talking about XRP currently, right now, year-to-date percentages around 350%. Absolutely nothing compared to the past, cycle runs. I don't know if we could actually filter this and just say something like all-time, year-to-date or something like that in regards to percentages. So we do see price change. We do see 7-day. I wish that there was like an all-time percentages, because the all-time percentages on XRP are absolutely massive. And when we're talking about year-to-date percentages on some of these altcoins, right? I always go back and look at all these major targets on a lot of these other alts, like 21,700%, 13,000%. We've been talking about these percentages for a very long time on this channel now, going back to 4 weeks ago. And the reason why I talk about that is because we see a lot of things happening within this market. First off, shout out to TechDev. Now, this is a major TA chart here when we're talking about fib extensions and we're talking about those major topping points. We're seeing that if we could do similar runs to 2013, 2017, we could see $250,000 on Bitcoin. $250,000 on XRP would be absolutely incredible, but we know that that is not going to happen. But we do see here, $250,000 on Bitcoin could be a topping point for this bull run. And, TA does do a great job at predicting some things, but it's not always right, just to give you guys that clarification. In regards to Bitcoin, I think that we still top under 100K. I think maybe at the most we top out somewhere around 100K flat or a little bit over 100K. I still think that our topping points, our major topping points, are around 75K, which is right here, to around 80 to 90K, somewhere in that nice sweet spot. Reason for that is just because I don't think that we will see 100K plus, because everybody wants it from a market psychology aspect. But also, let's go off of the lows in the overall the summer lows to where we are currently, right? So overall, right now, from our current levels in regards to a topping point from the bottom, we're at roughly around 100% almost. Now, going back to 2017, 2018, again, we can go off of those nice little lows in the summer. So we go back to July of 2017, which is the major low points, to the topping points. We actually see roughly around 900%, and we could actually just make sure that we have that bottoming point exact. Roughly around almost 1,000%. There's that nice little pattern there. And then we go to 2013, 2014, right? Now, here's where things get a little bit interesting, right? Because in 2013, 2014, the percentages in regards to the July lows to the topping points are a little bit different, right? So let's go off of this point here. Make sure that we get that nice little topping point. 1 second. There we go, right there. So roughly about 1,700%. So 1,700% to about 978%. You guys notice a little bit of a difference there? It's obviously decreasing in percentages from the lows to the topping points, which is fairly similar to what we see on overall percentage gains, because Bitcoin needs to go a lot higher, and it also, when it drops a lot, lower, or I shouldn't say not as low as the past, right? So it decreases in percentage dropped. We still get that 90% or 80%, but say for so like this, right? If Bitcoin topped out at 10K, it would be coming down to about roughly $2,000. If it tops out at $100,000, it's coming down to $20,000. If you guys get that aspect. So when we're talking about percentages increased, we do see 1,700 to 978. It's not exactly a 2x drop, but it's almost around that point. So it's roughly around 700% of a drop in point from that percentage drop. Now, do I think that we're going to drop 700% from this percentage to this one? No, but if we did, okay, I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of an insight. If we did, we'd see about a 200% increase in price, which would roughly give us that nice little target point of roughly around 85,000% or $85,000 off of that 200%, right? Which I think is a little bit more realistic. But say for so, we get a little bit more of a nice little blow off top and we, hit 100K. Well, that's what that's pretty much 251%. Now, a lot of people are calling for $250,000, right? Up here, even if we go back to tech dev, and no disrespect to anybody who's calling for $250,000, I think that it is fairly good from a target analysis or technical analysis point. I just don't think that we get there, and the reasoning for that is because I think we are still decreasing in percentages from the summer to the high points. Now, if we do get to this point up here, which is $250,000. Okay, that's roughly 776%. And this isn't, too crazy. I think that we could hit that. I know a lot of people are still calling for around $300,000 because if we did repeat that same nice pattern from, 2017, 2018, we could see potentially around $300,000, a little bit over $300,000 actually. But I just don't think that we see that. I think realistically speaking, if we're decreasing that much percent, from the summer to the September or even the fall high points, if we do top out somewhere around November or so, we're talking about 1,713 roughly percent, and then we also see the 978%, which is a difference of 735. So technically speaking, if we did do that same decrease, we'd roughly see about 243%, which would give us around $98,000 exact. So overall, do I think that we go to 100K plus? I don't think so, right? But again, technical analysis only goes so far, and will the percentages continue like this? It's hard to say. There's a lot more money in this market. A lot of people are saying that this year is different. I just don't think that we are. But I think that this is interesting to see. Now, how does this work for XRP? Well, again, it works for XRP the same way that it's worked since, forever ago, right? We, again, go off of the summer low because the summer pullback is fairly good. And we'll go back to 2013 and 2014 first, and then go to 2017 and so forth, right? So overall, when we go back here and we go off of the summer low of 2013, this is a little bit of a scam wick. We'll go off of a little bit of a candle down here, and we have that nice topping point in roughly around that nice December time frame. So roughly this is give or take a little bit under 1,400%, and then we can go to 2017, 2018. So let's zoom out a little bit. So again, here's May of 2017. Here's the bottoming point of 2017. So it's basically in July. So let's zoom out and let's get in here. So 1 second. There we go. And then to the topping point, which we know on some exchanges is a little bit different, but roughly 2,554%. So pretty much a little bit of an increase, if you will, by almost, we'll see 1,100%. Now, again, we do know that altcoins are getting a lot more love in regards to, yearly percentages because, again, a lot of these altcoins are a lot easier to move than Bitcoin in regards to, price fluctuations. But if we go off of the nice yearly low again, here we go. Or I shouldn't say the yearly low, but the summer low. And then here we have it, right? This is the nice, pinpoint of success for XRP holders. This is pretty much the pinnacle of success, if you will. So again, if we go off of those nice percentages, say for so we do increase in percentage, because we are seeing the increase in percentage, in fact, by almost 1100%, but say for so we just repeat that nice 25.54% of an increase in price. Well, 25.54 will bring us to around roughly, there we go, $13, right? This is where we top out at, somewhere around $13 if we repeat that. But say for so we increase it by 1100%, right? Because that's what we've seen on the chart. If we repeat this by 1100%, we would still see that 3,654% of an increase in price, which would bring us to roughly around almost $20. Okay? Now the interesting thing, okay, so there's our nice, little high points if we go off of that. So we could actually throw this horizontal line here real quick, just to have a reference point. Now, say for so we go off of the September low, because this is the interesting thing. So we go off of the September low, which is right here. And we could just throw this here, just so that we could easily move this one. And let's go off of the September low of 2017, 2018. Now, I know a lot of people don't do this like this, but that's totally fine. So we have the September low somewhere around here, which is a little bit more, it's a little bit less significant than what we've seen back in the summer month. Here we go. Here we go. And then let's go back to 2017, 2018, because we always get that September dip, which was very easy to predict this year around as well. So we do see the lowest point was around here. Yeah, around here. There we go. Let's make sure that this is on that. Nice. Okay, and then to the topping point, this is roughly around 1,070% roughly. And then 2017, 2018, we actually have a little bit, of course, a little bit more of an increase in percentage, of course, because it's increasing every 4-year cycle. So here we go. There we go, 2,100%. So from the September low to the topping point, it's 2,100%. Now, if we repeat that nice 2,100% again from the September, because we have 1,000 roughly almost 70, okay, and then we have 2,186. Okay, so that is 1,116% of an increase in percentage over the September low. So just to give you guys a little bit of an insight, 2186 would put us roughly around a little bit more of a topping point at around $20. Now, if we do increase by 1,116, okay, first off, let's just do the math real quick. 1,116. Okay, we would be at 3302. Now, a 3302, I don't know why that just changed in percentage, but 3302 would bring us to roughly around that $28, somewhere around this point in this $28 to $30 range. That is where a lot of the $28 time frames come from. That's where at least my $28 price target came from in regards to percentages over year to year. And again, when we're talking about XRP reaching $28, we technically don't need Bitcoin to reach, 100K plus or 150K plus or 250K at all. We just need XRP to actually repeat the September lows. Also, I see why that was doing that insane percentages gain. So here we go. 1 second. Let me change this chart because I just noticed that difference. 1 second. So here's that nice September low, just so you guys have a reference point, and it will be about 3302. Let's bring this down. Just moved it again. Sorry, 3302. It's roughly around $29. Again, that is where that price target comes from my standpoint. I know a lot of people like do-it-yourself investing, shout out to him, was going off of Fibonacci levels as well in regards to a blow-off top event on Bitcoin. I just don't think that we need the blow-off top event on Bitcoin to actually get to these nice target points. And we are seeing a lot of Bitcoin adoption happening. For an example, we do see our Google partners with Bakkt, pushing crypto further into mainstream. Google Pay or Play will now enable consumers to use Bakkt virtual crypto card for online purchases through preferred digital currencies like Bitcoin. We also see U.S. banking giant with over $8.6 trillion in assets under custody launches Bitcoin storage service. And, we're seeing a lot of this happen throughout the entire market. We're even seeing JP Morgan saying, Bitcoin institutional investors are favoring Bitcoin over gold, which we've talked about in just a recent video. So if we're talking about a major blow-off top event for Bitcoin, yeah, I think that we could see possibly highs of like 100,000 to about like maybe 150,000 somewhere within this time in this point here. But I just think that more so logically speaking, a topping point around here would be the most logical sense going off of percentages alone. And same goes for XRP. When we're talking about percentages, we could either go off of the summer low to the topping point, which would still be around $19, or we could go off of the September low to the topping point, which could be around $28. We just have to watch for the market patterns to play out, something to invalidate or validate a price target being hit. And that's what I'm going to be watching for, in my opinion. So overall, just to kind of sum this up, I think that XRP could top out somewhere around $19 to $28. That's where my $15 to $25 analysis comes from, where I say those are my personal targets, because we know we're never going to sell the exact top or bottom. For Bitcoin, a topping point could be around 65K to roughly around 75K. And then with that in mind, we could go from 75 to like 85, 85 to 95. I don't think that the topping point is 65K though. I think that we will go much higher. I think more so around the 75K point, which is roughly here, to around 85K. So we could kind of move this up just a little bit to around 95K, which would be a nice little topping point. These are the three targets that I'm looking forward to seeing on Bitcoin: 75, 85, and 95. I know that doesn't play into the, we're going into a massive blow off top, Bitcoin's going at 200K sort of idea. But I'm just saying, anything is possible within this market. I just think that this is more so the logical way of looking at it. I mean, look at Bitcoin right now. It has increased significantly, especially comparing it to 2017, 2018, 2013, 2014. But I also think that we could see something like this. So shout out to Tech Dev. Also shout out to anybody who else is like, saying 250K, because I think that any sort of idea or any sort of narrative is interesting to see. You just don't want to play into the exact narrative, meaning you guys don't want to follow my topping points at all. That's just my personal topping points. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. If you guys do want my target analysis, my exit strategies, all that kind of stuff, you guys could get that on my website, NCashOfficial.com. But with that being said, it's been Nick. Peace out, guys.